don't be knowing what's going on. I be trying to figure out, why do y'all say can you please stop telling lies about the city of Chicago? we gonna bring Chicago. Listen, I was gonna skip over Chicago today, but I definitely am going to bring them to the front of the congregation now. Thank you for reminding me. Chicago will be one of my stories today. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the show. Let me go ahead and get them out. All right, let's get to it, y'all.
Well, that tragic incident happened here behind me at this subway station on Marcy Avenue Station here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. But I did get the chance to speak with the president of Passengers United about safety concerns and ideas to combat subway surfing. Two teenage girls lost their lives early this morning after what investigators are calling a subway surfing incident at the Marcy Avenue Broadway station in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Police say it happened around 3 a.m. when the girls were unconscious on the tracks. They were pronounced dead at the scene.
The stupid things that people do for a viral moment.
Commuter Savannah Spirit, who rides the Marcy Avenue line every day, says the danger feels too close to home.
I would recommend not doing that because inevitably you're going to die. It's just suicide.
She says subway surfing has become a tragic trend pushed by what's popular online.
I blame social media and the internet. So I think that it looks like a cool thing to do. And so they try it out, and then inevitably they get killed.
So far this year, police have stopped more than 100 riders from subway surfing. Since 2023, the NYPD has been deploying drones to stop subway surfers, spotting them from above in real time and allowing officers to stop trains at the next station to safely remove riders before they get hurt. Year to date, at least 3 people have died subway surfing.
We're devastated.
Charlton D'Souza is the president of Passengers United. He says he would like the NYPD to secure the doors between the subway cars and urges people to use the emergency intercom to report passengers walking between cars.
Is that a safety issue, though, that once you lock those doors that it makes it almost impossible for people to get out in an emergency situation? Or why can't we just be mindful and act like we got some sense when it comes to the things that we do on a daily basis? Me locking the doors on you is not going to stop you from putting your life in danger, because if you got a death wish or you just so happen to want to jump on a certain trend, guess what people do? They figure out a way to get it done. They figure out a way to jump on top of a train. They figure out a way to do something different. Now, it just so happens to be girls. A 13-year-old girl and another teenager that decided that they wanted to capture some content for the gram. They wanted to go viral on TikTok. And it's funny because now I keep seeing people and legislators calling for TikTok to remove anything, or Instagram or YouTube to remove anything that has to do with subway surfing. And it's like, is it the platform's responsibility to ensure that your child is doing what they're supposed to do? So if your child get killed doing something stupid and they wind up on some tracks, whose fault is that? Because you're old enough to think for yourself and know what you're doing. And so they want to do this, F around and find out. And now everybody want to get a GoFundMe because they wanted to do some dumb stuff and subway surf on a train. I don't even like train tracks. I think that they are unique. I think that they are awesome. But every time I see a train track, to me, it just looks like it's electrified already. And it's like, man, if you ever get on them train tracks, or I don't even stand too close, right, when I'm catching the train back and forth here in Detroit, or if I go over in the train and jump on a train over in New York, and if I don't feel like taking an Uber, or if I jump on a train over in Washington, D.C. or something just to see what's going on, I don't even like standing too close because I've seen too many stories and too many movies of people being thrown onto the train tracks right in front of a moving train. And y'all gonna voluntarily subway surf and think that something bad is not gonna happen like you the first one? Okay.
We want New York City Transit to put a lock on the doors, a mechanism to stop, to allow that wouldn't allow the young people to climb up.
The MTA and NYPD are pleading with riders to speak up and stop the trend before more lives are lost. We received this statement from NYC Transit President Demetrius Critchlow saying in part, quote, "It's heartbreaking that two young girls are gone because they somehow thought riding outside a subway train was an acceptable game. Parents, teachers, and friends need to be clear with loved ones. Getting on top of a subway car isn't surfing, it's suicide." And the investigation is ongoing. Police are urging folks that no viral or video moment is worth risking your life.
Let me get the coverage from a different angle or from a different news agency, just so y'all can get the full context.
MTA released a statement sharing their condolences for the grieving families of the two teenage girls found dead at the Marcy Avenue subway station. The gruesome discovery was made about 3 o'clock this morning. Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore has the story.
We're not going to stop until we prevent all of these subway surfers from taking place.
That was Mayor Adams.
Y'all saying those YNs think everything is funny. This wasn't even YNs. This was young girls. These were young teenage girls that decided that they wanted to get some content and that they wanted to go viral for subway surfing.
The dangerous trend after officials say transit workers discovered two dead teenagers on top of a subway car, victims of apparent subway surfing.
It's absolutely horrible. Yesterday on the train, I heard an announcement saying, like, you know, this is a problem, it's unsafe.
It happened at the Marcy Avenue stop around 3 o'clock this morning. A skateboard and a purse appeared to be among the belongings of the girls, one of whom just 13 years old. The investigation disrupted J-Train service for hours as authorities interviewed potential eyewitnesses.
Yes, I know people who do this. One of my friends, his closest friend died.
For 12-year-old Chloe, this hits close to home.
And I know another friend, and I tell her to stop all the time, but she doesn't stop.
But Chloe says she won't stop trying to protect her classmates.
They could fall on the tracks anytime, and it's really dangerous. It just hurts me.
What do you mean, where were the security guards, Cynthia? I don't understand what you're saying. What security guards? Y'all think it's supposed to be security guards on every single subway train? What do you mean? Once the train started moving, that's when they then exit out of the back of the subway car and they climb up and then they subway surfing in between train stops. Why is it the security guard's responsibility or a security guard's responsibility to stop you from killing yourself?
It just hurts me. Seeing them subway surf, risking their lives for nothing.
The city has stepped up its efforts to crack down on the dangerous trend using drones. Police deploy the technology and field response teams to subway lines with the highest rates of subway
Look at these idiots.
complaints.
Look at these idiots.
Authorities say at least 52
know how dangerous that
rescues
is?
have been made this year.
It's horrific. I don't know whether they're seeing it on movies. I don't know where it's coming from. It sounds like an adrenaline junkie.
According to the NYPD, there were 3 subway surfing deaths in 2024, and there were 3 between January 1st and August 31st of this year.
Obviously, more needs to be done. It's still happening.
New York City Transit President Demetrius Critchlow released a statement saying in part that parents, teachers, and friends all play a role in stopping this trend by spreading the message that riding on top of subway cars is not surfing, it's suicide. In Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's so stupid. That is very, very dumb. And so I just wanted to play that to show you guys what the culture does to you. When you are influenced by things that you're not supposed to do, then it could result in you ending your life. And the worst part about it is that wasn't a girl thing, right? I didn't know that girls did stupid stuff like this. I thought that y'all was more risk averse. Aren't girls more risk averse, or do they just jump off the bridge nowadays? I thought that girls were more risk averse. Shout out to my dog, Jeremy Hampton. I'm going to get to that shortly. I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. The older I get and hopefully wiser I become, the less I want to do that puts my life in danger. What's that saying? I know it's a saying that comes along with it where they say that something wisdom is wasted on the old or youth is wasted on the young or something like that. It is. It really is, honestly. And it's almost like, man, y'all really don't value life the way that you value it. And it's like I see some people doing dumb junk. They'll put their life at risk on some real stupid stuff, right? Or they'll risk going to jail for the rest of their life. And it's like, man, why would you risk that? You know what I'm saying? I know people that wind up having to do almost 20 years in jail. And it was right after their 18th birthday. I remember it was a guy that I went to school with, and we used to call him Spoon. We used to call him Spoon. Forgot what his name is. Let me see something. I might be able to find this dude. Man, what was his name? I don't remember what his name was. Ain't that crazy how um I don't remember what his name is. Man, I don't remember what that guy's name was. I don't remember what his name was. We used to call him Spoon though. And he wound up killing somebody. He wound up killing somebody, and he played football, and he had NFL dreams and all of this other type of stuff or whatever. And he wound up killing somebody. And I don't know if he was ever like I think that he wound up getting like life in prison or like 50 years or something crazy like that. And I'm like, man, that is crazy. Let me call my dog. Let me see something. What was that dude's name?
What up, though?
What up, bro? Hey, I'm on a live stream. What was Spoon's name?
What was who?
Spoon's name from high school.
Kenneth. Ken.
What was his last name? You know his last name?
Witherspoon.
Ken Witherspoon?
Yeah.
I always knew that dude is a Spoon.
Yeah, because of Witherspoon.
What? Yeah, that's all I knew him as.
He was the quarterback.
Yeah, he was a quarterback. What happened to him?
He got caught up in some bullshit, a robbery or something. They ended up killing somebody or something stupid as hell.
Dang.
Yeah, they shipped him up the river. I think he got an L. I think he got life. I ain't sure.
I just pulled him up right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to pull him up. All right, I'm gonna call you right back.
All right, bet.
Let me see something. That's him. That's him. Here, let me pull it up this way. Telling you, man, it don't pay. Let's see. Yep, that's him right there. Yep, that is him. Kenneth Witherspoon. 6'2", 220. Born in 1982. He's 43. We the same age. This was taken in 2025. Prisoner life. He got life. I think it was a quarterback. 6'2", on his way, and decided that he wanted to get some quick money, and he wound up getting life Man, when I heard that, I was like, what? What happened to Spoon? And like, dog, he got life. He got life. Went to school with him. He was the quarterback of the most popular school in the city. So let me see what he got. Home invasion. Yep, you was right. Home invasion. He went over to Macomb County. Got 10 years minimum, 20 years max. Kidnapping. 23 to 50. Jesus. Homicide. And he got life for the homicide. So they threw them other ones on there. And this was back in 2008, bro. Date of offense, 2008. January 15, 2008. Cold outside. Snow outside. So that's crazy. Before that, he wound up getting marijuana delivery of a controlled substance. That was a 2004. Before 2008, he got caught up with that. Man, that's crazy. He'll never, ever, 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 ever see the light of day. He'll never see the light of. He was the quarterback. He was a star high school quarterback. And he wound up getting involved with a robbery and a home invasion, and somebody got killed, and they gave him life. No, not the cornerback, quarterback. He was the quarterback, not the cornerback. He was the quarterback and got life. Yeah, that's all right. Let me go ahead and stick to my nerd life. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about me. We gonna figure it out over here. We good. We cool. All of the coolest people want to be hanging out with the wrong crew. Ain't never got no mindset for itself. Now you doing life in Chippewa. He 43. He been in there since he was 20. What happened in 2008? 26 years old. 26 years old, and he wound up getting life at 26. Boy, you got another 60, 70 years to just live in there. Don't tell me about the culture. Don't tell me. I got plenty of situations where people was like, yo, Time, let's do this. Or yo, Time, let's get involved in that. And I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know about that, buddy. I'm going to see you later. I'm going to go ahead and just stay broke. You know what? God got other plans for me. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be broke for the rest of my life, but you go ahead. You know, God bless y'all. Later on, you see him on the news the next 2 days later. Robbery gone wrong. 2 dead, 1 arrested. I knew it. Telling you, man, I done grew up with some people, and it's like, bro, how did you throw your whole life away? Oh, you wanted to be in the in crowd. You couldn't think for yourself. I got you. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.